Okay guys, so let's talk tools. We're still here in the Drywall Finishing University, and these are tools that I carry in my toolbox and I use every day. May or may not use them every day, but this is what I carry in my everyday toolbox, okay? So I'm just gonna start back there. That's my sanding pole. It's a painter pole that's been adapted with this little head here, and it goes to the back of the sanding head. It originally came with this stick. And this stick, you just screw this piece into here, but this is very lightweight. When I get into the sanding portion of this, you'll understand why I switched up. So I went to this, it's a little bit stronger. Okay, starting with my small knives. So I have a pouch that I keep my small knives in. I have a 4, a 3, I use a 2 with the plastic 2. I believe that's a 1.5. That's like a 1/2 inch. It's a 5-in-1, and that's another 4. Now, your smaller knives are probably going to be just as expensive, if not more expensive, than your bigger knives. And again, it all depends on brand and where you're buying them and where you're getting them. You can buy these in any big box store, any paint store carries them, but brand names, you're going to pay more for what they call quality or higher quality blades. Now, I've stressed it for years. It's not so much the tool that makes me the money, it's my hands and my wrist. You know, you can give me a $45 tool or you can give me a $5 tool. As long as I can figure out that tip of the blade, I'm gonna make my money either way. You know, so guys are adamant on using a certain brand and they were gonna spend all kinds of buku bucks, and I can do just fine using some brands that I find at Walmart or, not Walmart, sorry, Home Depot or Lowe's. Now, Walmart doesn't sell knives. Well, actually they do. They do sell knives, and I'll get to that in a minute. But Harbor Freight sells knives. I wouldn't use it only because of the way that I've seen the end of the blades. Anyways, I'll get into that a little bit more anyways. So the good thing about plastic is plastic knives are really cheap. You can pick those up almost anywhere. And what you can do is you can cut when you have to get next to a door. So say like there's a door frame right here, and you have a small channel that you got to get into, and your smaller knives won't fit in there. You just take the tin snips and you're gonna go ahead and cut this, and you're gonna be able to use it for the smaller areas. So that's really handy to have a couple plastic ones on you. Okay, moving on to my bigger knives. I carry a 14, a 12, a 10, an 8, and a 6. Again, a 6, some guys prefer to use a 5, and they're adamant about using 5. I was taught with the 6, so that's what I use. I stay with my 6. I think between my 6 and my 4, I really don't need a 5, okay? I carry 2 pans with me. I carry a 14-inch pan and a 12-inch pan. Obviously, I can't fit my 14-inch knife into my 12-inch pan, so I carry both. I carry this little box, and this little box is for when I'm doing what's called nicking and dinging. That's when there's the final touch-ups on the job, and I got to go through, and I don't want to mix a big old pan for just a little bit of stuff. I'll use this, and I'm going to use my smaller knives because I'm not trying to make a lot of big movements with that. If I'm doing a side job or some kind of a small job where it's going to be done in a day, I'm taking my heat gun to heat up the that quick set. I have a marking tool for anything that I need to mark, that I need to show that is an imperfection that I need to go over if I don't have tint that I put in the mud. And this is actually just a piece of rubber from a window. It marks really well for the drywall. And you can paint right over it. A sanding block. I take a Phillips and a flat screwdriver with me. And then 3 specialty tools that I carry in my box, but I don't necessarily use them all the time, is a tape roll holder. If I need to have it, at least I can have something on me where I can use a roll of tape and put it on there. This is an angle finisher, which helps me with the angles. And this is a coving tool. And a coving tool is when you have those special off angles, which I'll have to probably do another video to show you what that is. Now, you don't need all this to get started. You don't need all this to get started. Now, Walmart does sell knives. Now, this is a kit that I bought for an apprentice that I had working with me. He didn't clean it up, but I keep it in case I get people that want to learn. We can always clean it up. But Walmart sells this little kit right here, and it's less than 20 bucks. I think it's like 17 bucks or something. It comes with a plastic pan with a metal knife. You know, it's a 10-inch knife, a 6-inch knife. It comes with a sanding block, and it comes with a little bit of mesh tape. Now, that's my mesh tape. The roll that it comes with is actually smaller. For less than 20 bucks to get started, I mean, you can't beat this. You don't need all this, especially if you're starting. You can do just as fine with a 10-inch than you can with all my different blades. if you know what you're doing. Like I said, it's not the type of tool or the expense of the tool, but it's in the wrist, okay? And I can show you how to use this and do your 2 to 3 coats with just your 10-inch knife, but this is what I carry on my daily. So if you're looking to do your own renovations, if you're looking to do this as a handyman, if you're looking to get in the trade, I would recommend, you know, this is an inexpensive way to do it. If you're looking to get into a trade and walk on a job site, don't do it with the plastic pan because they're going to make fun of you. I would say at least get a metal pan, a 6, a 8, a 10, and a 12, or an 8 and a 10 and a 6. Okay, any combination of those three. You're going to need a 6, an 8, and a 10, or a 6, a 10, and a 12. Okay, and a metal pan. That's non-negotiable. You need those if you're going to be going onto a job site. The little ones you can pick up over time. And like I said, if you're just doing some home renovations or you're doing some patches at your house, you can start off with that, and that's going to get you what you need. Okay, let's move to the next one.